Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to a special edition of Spilt T podcast coming to you live from the Southern Sun Hyde Park Hotel. Now, there's a lot going on here on set. I'm joined by Zoli from Skins Cosmetics South Africa, as well as Enrique, hairstylist to the stars for hashtag Sundowners with Glampalm. We can't think of a better way to spend a Friday afternoon / evening, and we're going to be spilling the tea on all the tips and tricks when it comes to trends this autumn winter 2019. So Zoli, let's start with you. What is makeup looking like in 2019? Can you spill the tea for us on autumn winter trends?
What was and what is currently now, from boxed brows, and everyone's going more natural.
Okay.
But nonetheless, we need to hydrate. Use a good moisturizer. Use a tinted moisturizer, and you're good to go.
So is that something we should do before we apply our makeup in winter so that it doesn't crack? Because I'm seeing the appearance of like little fine lines, but that's obviously because my skin is a little dehydrated.
100%. I mean, yes, we do have mattifying foundations, but what is best is that instead of using a mattifying foundation, now there is options. So you can actually use something that is more moisturizing, and that's where you start using your tinted moisturizers. Yeah.
And what can we find at Skins Cosmetics when it comes to tinted moisturizers?
Oh, we have all shades. We have all shades of tinted moisturizer. We also have Candle Glow moisturizer, and actually the new one, which is a luminous flawless foundation. Which
is that from Laura Mercier?
Laura Mercier.
Amazing. And Enrique, chatting to you, what are we doing with Glampalm now for autumn winter? What is a great way to get our hair autumn winter ready?
For Glampalm, I think we need a good oil, which is a really good product at the moment, the new Glampalm oil. It's excellent for heat protection and styling, as well as regular treatments in between all our hair styling and all our color and all our extensions we put in our hairs, just so that the hair can actually feel the nourishment in between.
Absolutely, because color obviously really dries out
and
the
it
hair.
takes out a lot of the hair, yes. And also heat styling and any type of styling necessarily. So what we need to do is just take some care, hydrate like our makeup artist said. The same applies for hair.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys. They've got me looking glam and ready to go for Spilt Tea. I'm going to call our first guest who's going to be joining us, and that is Shajar Khan. So Shajar, please come and join me here on the Spilt Tea set.
Out we go.
Thanks, Zoli and Enrique. Having me. Welcome to Spilt Tea.
Got it.
So
in the
Shajar,
bag.
you always look glamorous and gorgeous. For our Spilt Tea viewers out there, can you tell us, how do you keep your face and hair flawless, especially during the autumn-winter months?
Thank you very much. I don't think it's flawless,
Yes,
but
talking to
thank
you
you.
is so
I'll take
beautiful,
it.
but
So
you
for
know,
me, I think hydration is so
could be a man.
important. I'm using a good skincare range.
You're so right.
Full
I thought
hydration.
about it.
And I think a lot of people forget SPF during
But like,
winter.
I was
So
like,
it actually doubles
where's
the
Adam's apple? I'm looking.
as well as
right.
hair. I try to
I'm a man. I can spot another.
oil every week. So in between, I like to give myself a bit of a treat and maybe go to the salon for like a nice treatment. So yeah.
And for me, something that I always notice on you, and ladies and gentlemen, you will see this tonight as well, is your eye is always bold, it's always beautiful, that liner is flawless. Now, I'm all about winging it, but not really when it comes to eyeliner. What is a tip to get your eyes bold, beautiful, and also symmetrical?
I think for me a good set of lashes as well also helps. So it opens up the eye. I think I have very deep set eyes, so without lashes I look like I don't have any makeup on. So I always try to do a bold lash. It really opens up the eye. I don't go anywhere without my eyeliner. And I think wearing a deep lip as well. I mean, I don't like doing a bold lip and bold eye, but for winter I find that it works because it's nice and warm and it actually brings out that pop of color.
Absolutely. Now, what is your one go-to must-have product when it comes to skincare or makeup?
I think for me, my highlighter is something I did not go anywhere without as well. So for makeup, definitely my highlighter. Skincare, I would say I vary between skincare. I think you could use a lot of products from different ranges, whatever works for you. My creme de la mer is very, very essential during winter, especially for the dryness and hydration. As well as for hair, I think for me, Glampalm my Glampalm oil, especially in winter, and my styler, I think, for a nice big curl and just to give you an extra glam feeling.
Va-va-voom!
There we go.
Well, thank you so much. That's Shajar Khan. She's spilling the tea on winter tips and tricks when it comes to hair and makeup and beauty. Enjoy the rest of your evening with Glampalm.
Thank you so much, Taryn. Thank you for having me. It was absolutely amazing.
So we're talking tips and tricks, we're talking spilling the tea on everything when it comes to hair and makeup. I'm going to call Sarah Langa to join us here on the set of Spilt T. We're going to be chatting all things makeup, style, trends. So Sarah, please come and join me. There she is. Now, one thing I've noticed about Sarah is that she's totally got short hair, because short hair is the biggest trend, I think, when it comes to autumn-winter 2019. Do you agree?
I agree, and I was so worried I wasn't going to make it here with these pants. Oh my God. Can you guys see my pants? Look at that. Can you see these pants?
Okay, so what I need to know, Sarah has totally got to spill the tea. How do you get into this pair of pants? With great difficulty.
With great difficulty, they don't stretch. You need to make sure that you have your size right. You can't be in denial. You can't think that you are 32 when you are 36. You need to be sure about your size. Lucky for me, I was in store. It wasn't an online purchase I could try on. I must admit, I tried on 10 different sizes because I'm one of those that's in denial with my size. I settled on the size 10. I'm okay. I'm suffocating a little bit, but it's okay, I'll make it through the night.
You know what? For me, when it comes to fashion, sometimes you've really got to suffer for the cause. Now, these pants look absolutely gorgeous on you. Is this a big trend for autumn-winter 2019?
Of course. I mean, walking out of the house looking like a condom, that's like the biggest trend this season.
Be wise, condomize, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm kidding. Of course, like the patent trend is completely in. I think because it's so warm, anything leather, patent, plasticky is gonna make sure that it's insulating all of that heat. So it's a practical choice. It looks super sexy because it kind of makes, it like smoothens out the cellulite. It makes everything look tight and in place. And also it's really stylish. Like I have it in 2 colors now. I have it in black and this color now. I'm thinking of getting a matching jacket, like a blazer jacket, and having it like a suit for that statement look. So yeah, I think it's one of the biggest trends that I'm gonna definitely exploit and abuse.
Amazing. Well, I love how you've paired it. I love the fur. I love the layered
It's faux fur.
We are all about faux fur here on Spilt T because we are not about animal abuse, so we are all about fur.
The biggest trend is replacing all of your real fur with faux fur and being anti-real fur because it's ethically not right, and also like it's disgusting. Like imagine if there was another creature wearing your skin.
So I'm watching The Crown at the moment on Netflix, and it's obviously about the royal family. It's about Queen Elizabeth and her journey, and she's wearing this fox, like a real fox. But back in those days, they actually still had the fox head on the back. Totally freaks me out. We are not about real fur here on Spilt T. Now, we're also talking beauty. We're talking hair and makeup. Your hair is always on fleek. I mean, I think that this look is very inspired by me and my short hair, because short hair is a big trend. Tell me about how you choose these different hair looks, because your hair always looks amazing.
Okay, first, out there, Kim Kardashian totally stole my look. I don't know if you noticed her court appearance this week. She was rocking my look. Now I have to rebrand. I'm thinking of going blonde like you.
Okay, very good choice.
Because I'm really inspired by your look. And I know you've been so consistent and it looks good with everything. So I think in terms of the hair trends, it looks so busy when you have long hair and like all of this faux fur and coats and scarves. So shorts is definitely the way to go for winter. I wouldn't go Mihlali short because it's very cold. I'm sure you're going to see her later on today.
But listen, Mihlali also has blonde hair because blondes have more fun, and she's
It's gorgeous. She's actually also kind of inspiring me to go like super short and blonde. But I'm first going to start with your look, and then if blonde is really my thing, then I go Mihlali short. super edgy.
Now, you've mentioned something that I find really interesting because I've loved my short hair in summer because it's obviously cool, it's light, but in winter it's something that you've really just touched on a point. I love wearing faux fur around my neck, I love wearing scarves, I love wearing snoods, and with long hair it's actually a mess to have curls and then all this neck paraphernalia. So love that tip. Anything when it comes to makeup, because your makeup is always flawless.
I think with makeup, it always depends on your skin. You know, I always say skin first, every other makeup trend later. And the most important thing about winter is how dry your skin is. And I think it's such a huge symbol of how during winter with your dry skin, you don't go heavy makeup. So flawless skin, go light on the foundation, go light on the powder, and just kind of have like a more dewy look. Try to every product that you buy, whether it's your oils, whether it's your foundation, whether it's even your eyeshadow, make sure that it will make you look radiant and youthful and dewy. You don't want to look ashy in winter. I mean, ew.
So we're more about creamy products in winter because they obviously have a dewier effect.
Yes. And you can still set it with your powder to make sure that it's long lasting. But I think the key thing is to make sure that there's that radiant element, even if it's a bit of shimmer.
I love a shimmer.
I love it. Let me tell you something right now, girl. Like, you glowing. Like, I can tell you like the shimmer. But yeah, I think that's the key thing and also warm tones. You know, like it's so nice to see someone. I don't know if you've been to like a cold city, like in the winter, like a London, like in December, and everyone looks pale and cold. Like it's a bit, you know, you want to add that warmth to your skin. So like today I'm wearing a brown lip. I wish I did a brown eye because it would resemble what I'm talking about right now. But just adding that color, you know, would look nice as well.
Well, there we have it from Sarah Langa. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So she spilled the tea for us when it comes to clothes, when it comes to hair, when it comes to makeup. Now, Mihlali, that we were just talking about, is rocking that short blonde look this winter. Thank you, Sarah. She's going to be joining me. It's the lady in red. Mihlali, blondes have more fun. I know you're going to tell our Spilt T viewers exactly why. She's going to be joining us. She is a beauty vlogger, and she is absolutely amazing. Mihlali, please come and join us on Spilt T. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am so good, and all the better for having you in the seat.
Thank you for having me.
You look absolutely phenomenal. Is red a big winter color?
Definitely. I feel like red is that sophisticated color that just brightens up everything. It can definitely brighten up your wardrobe in winter and bring in that sexy, fierce but warm look.
I feel that a lot of people, South Africans maybe especially, I've just noticed it locally, is people wear a lot more muted tones in winter. Now, I'm all about a red lip all the time. It's my signature look. The blonde hair, the red lip. So how can we incorporate bold colors into our wardrobe if we're feeling a little shy on kind of going bold?
I think accessories are the safest way to incorporate color in your wardrobe. Handbags, shoes, your makeup as well. You can wear a bold smoky eye that's like a burgundy and a red lip. Your earrings as well can be the statement piece. You don't have to necessarily invest in red jerseys or yellow jerseys because I know that's a little bit out of a lot of people's comfort zone.
Now, one thing that I think Mihlali definitely demonstrates is she is not afraid to be out of her comfort zone. She's not afraid to make a statement, and she's here to spill the tea. Talk to me about this short blonde look. I absolutely love it. I mean, blondes have more fun. I've told everybody that that is the truth. Tell me what has inspired this look, and are you loving it this winter?
Can I tell you, I've been wanting to cut my hair for the longest time. So the one afternoon I was at home chilling, and I was like, I just want to go cut my hair. So I called the hair salon. I was like, I'm on my way. Do you guys have space? Do you have an appointment for me? They were like, yeah, come through. So I cut my hair, and I've always been skeptical on being blonde. I probably own like one blonde wig. I'm not much of a blonde girl. So at the time they cut my hair, and I was like, please actually bleach it blonde.
Oh wow! So it was a like last minute.
Yes, very spontaneous decision.
I absolutely love that. When I went blonde and when I cut my hair, it was I pinned it for like weeks and weeks until I eventually sort of went with that. But you know what they say? A woman who cuts her hair is about to change her life. So tell me, how's your life changed since you've had this short, bold and beautiful blonde hair?
I'm feeling feeling much more confident. Funny enough, after I cut my hair, I felt so extra and so confident and so sexy. I was like, okay, this is so different, and it's definitely the change that I need. So it just brought out a different side of me, and I really am enjoying it, and I love rocking it.
Well, you are totally rocking it, and you walked in with confidence. You look amazing. Let's talk a little bit about beauty, because that is your game. What are the biggest beauty makeup tips and tricks that we can share with our Spilt T audience for autumn-winter 2019?
Invest in a good primer, especially if you're someone with dry skin, because winter's going to dry out your skin even more. So make sure that you take care of your skin under the makeup. And also, overdose on setting sprays. There's very good setting sprays that have a dewy finish. And don't be afraid to switch up your foundation. A lot of people find a good foundation and they stick to it. You'll find that in winter you may need a more hydrating foundation. Like, for example, in summer, I use the double wear, which is mattifying because I have oily skin. But in winter, I like the Face and Body from MAC because it's much more hydrating. So I actually mix the two in winter.
Well, that's interesting, because I know a lot of people, myself included, I've got a autumn-winter foundation and I've got a spring-summer, because my skin is obviously lighter and darker in both of those seasons. But I didn't think about the hydration point of view.
It's very important because your skin is going throughout the day because it's so matte and so cakey. The finish is just not going to look the same as it would in summer. Whereas in summer, if you use the same foundation, you'll probably have a much more dewy finish.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mihlali. It's been amazing to have you on Spilt T. She spilt the tea. She let us know her tips and tricks. So if you are somebody who's thinking of cutting your hair, what do you say to them?
Cut it, girl. Cut it.
Thank you so much. Now, we've heard from all the girls when it comes to tips and tricks, but we want to hear from a guy as well. And we've got Sparks from Matunzi standing by. He's going to spill the tea on tips, tricks, and trends that guys are noticing, that guys are looking for in women. And he's going to chat to us a little bit about tips and tricks when it comes to hair, beauty, fashion, when it comes to men and women over autumn-winter 2019. So let's hear it for him. He's spilling the tea. He's Sparks all the way from Matunzi. Where is he? Sparks? Fashionably late, ladies and gentlemen. Fashionably late. Sparks, please come and join me.
How you doing, sisters? How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm having fun.
So Sparks has joined us here for #Sundowners with Glampalm. And we've been chatting to the girls, we've been chatting to them, spilling the tea on tips, tricks, and trends when it comes to autumn-winter 2019. From a man's point of view, what are we looking at for autumn-winter 2019?
When it comes to makeup?
Are you wearing makeup?
No.
But you know what? You are a millennial. You are a 2019 modern man. What are men doing in autumn and winter to make sure that they also don't look ashy and cakey like we've just discussed?
No, man, we take care of ourselves in terms of gym, hydrate, just taking care of our skin. I think a lot of guys lately have become so conscious of how their skin tone looks, if their skin is clear. So I think most guys that I've been affiliated with have been always trying to make sure that their skin is top notch. I've been doing the same, I'm just saying.
Well, he's got that glow, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if you can see it on screen, but he's definitely got that glow. And I want to chat a little bit about hair, because this afternoon is all about Sundowners with Glampalm. But men obviously don't just have hair on their head, they've got it on their faces as well. And the beard, the manscaping is very, very on trend for 2019. Talk to me about what's going on around about here.
Right over here. Well, what's going on here is that I just make sure that it's back in the days, I remember my mom who used to complain about my dad's beard being very sharp, itchy, and scratchy, and it's like, your beard is very sharp, I don't like it. So lately, a whole lot of guys, the new millennium, is working on how to make it softer. So I don't know if you can feel, but
I'm going in, ladies. Let's feel.
It's a bit soft. So,
yes.
So we're not afraid to hold, hug, and it's no longer, it's scratchy. It's like, it's so soft. Your beard is so soft. So I think a lot of millennium men lately have been working on that, just to try and make it more comfortable and more soft.
And let's spill the tea. How do we do that?
I have my own ingredients. It's just called Sparks ingredient.
Oh, he's not spilling the tea. He is not spilling the tea.
It's my tea. It's my tea and my tea alone. But I'm just saying, if you wash it a lot, moisturize it a lot, I use also some chemicals like your shampoo. If you just take care of it, yeah, most definitely it will be.
Okay, so now let's talk about your hair, because I'm seeing these two lines down the side. We're setting the trend. We are spilling the tea. What is this hairstyle, and how can we get it to our viewers at home?
It's called a fade. It's suitable for both males and females, and I've seen a whole lot of females lately have been rocking the very same hairstyle as men lately. It's short hair, trimmed on the side. It's called a fade. It's nothing complicated. Just as long as your hair is good, it's neat. Trust me, it will look like this. It will look like this. But a whole lot of females have been also going with this trend.
Well, I absolutely love it. The fade is definitely in. Now tell me, as a man, we're here at the Southern Sun Hyde Park Hotel rooftop bar. We're seeing beautiful men and women. What attracts you most to a woman when she walks past in autumn, winter? What kind of look are you looking for?
That's a very tricky question. That's a very tricky question.
I mean, so let me put it this way. Are you looking for somebody that is coming in bold, they've got a lot of color, or are you looking for somebody that's a little more understated, a little bit less is more? What really like turns your eye as a man in 2019?
Well, this is Sparks speaking. Coming from just me, Sparks. I'm not speaking on behalf of any other men out there. This is coming from me straight up. Less is more for me. So less is more for me. Of course, I do pay attention. When you worked on that hair, when you worked on that makeup, when you worked on that dress even, trust me, I do pay attention. But for me, less is more. That's where I'm at.
Well, there, we've heard it. He's spilt the tea. Less is more this autumn, winter. Sparks, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, Aaron, for inviting me. Oh, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, thank you.
What do we say? Dugu dugu.
Dugu dugu.
There we go. Thank you so much, Sparks. So we've spoken to a couple of girls. We've spoken to Sparks. I'm now going to chat to Nthabiseng from You Magazine. She's here to spill the tea on some of her tips and tricks this winter when it comes to keeping your mascara liquid, because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but my mascara goes a bit clumpy, a bit cakey during winter, and she's got the tips and tricks on exactly how to keep it liquid, how to keep it fluid. She's somewhere in the audience. Where is Nthabiseng? Where's Nthabiseng, guys? That's what happens when you do a live special edition of Spilt Tea. Everyone, the cocktails are flowing, they're getting their hair touched up, they're getting their hair glam-palmed, they're trying out the new Glampalm oil, they're doing their winged eyeliner, they're doing their bold lips, and here she is, ladies and gentlemen, looking absolutely gorgeous. And Nthabiseng, thank you so much. Come and join us here on Spilt Tea. Wow, you look amazing.
Thank you so much.
So, Nthabiseng shared with me a little bit earlier that she shares the same problem that I do. My mascara goes clumpy, it goes hard in winter, and a trick that I learned was putting it in a cup of hot water while I'm getting ready so that it's liquid, it's fluid, it's ready to go. But Nthabiseng has got a little tip that she shared with me. Do you want to share it with all our Spilt Tea viewers?
Absolutely. So what I do while I'm getting ready, I pop my mascara inside my bra while I'm getting dressed. Obviously, it's nice and warm in there, so it sort of like softens up. So by the time I take it out when I'm done dressing, it's nice and soft and I can put it on with no problems.
There you go. I mean, that is the cleverest tip that I've heard. You just pop it in there, you've got that body heat, you've got that warmth, and your mascara is good to go. It's not all hard and dry when it's time to do your makeup. Now, your hair and makeup looks absolutely amazing. Talk to me about the kind of look you're going for this autumn, winter.
Okay, I'm keeping it really simple because I do feel like if you put a lot of makeup on, it shows and it doesn't really look great. So for me, lashes and brows are a winner, and then like a nice lip always wins.
Okay, now I love that. And you mentioned brows because brows are a really big thing at the moment. Brows are a huge trend. What is a tip to not have that overdone brow look, but just to have your brows on fleek? Because your shape is amazing. How do we get that shape?
Okay, first of all, I use like 4 eyebrow pencils because they're all like different colors and they have like different effects. But I think having a spoolie is amazing because after you apply your eyebrow, your eyebrow pencils, you can just soften it up by brushing up the application. It makes it look really natural. So that's my trick.
I absolutely love that because sometimes if your eyebrow is a bit too harsh, dark, or bold, it can actually look a bit out of place if the rest of your face is dewy. And talk to me about this perfect red lip because your lip has not moved since you got here. What's the trick?
Okay, since it's winter, right? So the air is cooler and everything. Obviously, this is matte. So what I did before I applied my lipstick was put a little of petroleum jelly so that when I take my lipstick off, my lips are not like super dry. So that's what I did before I put my lipstick on.
That's amazing. So that's why it's got a complete fluid look. It doesn't look dry and sort of clumpy.
Yeah, because it would be too dry if I didn't put anything before because, I mean, it's cold as well. So it would just like harden on my lips.
That is amazing. And when it comes to hair, you're rocking long hair. We've been chatting to girls with short hair here on Spilt T. What is the long hair trend this winter and how can we rock it? How can we get these amazing curls?
Can I just tell you, like braids that are like super long, like beyond your knees are like in right now, and I need to get those done, right? So I can't wait. Eva Marcel, you know her, the model. She started that trend, I think. So now everybody's rocking it, and I feel like I'm left behind. But can I just tell you about the curls, right? So the Glampalm curler, I won that at the last competition that you guys had in Sandton City. It's one of my favorite tools ever. Yeah, so I use that to make like nice soft curls.
I mean, this looks like you've walked out of a salon. Is this a home job?
Yes, and I did it about a week ago.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of the Glampalm. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Glampalm have got an amazing new oil. Have you got that?
Yes, the heat protectant one. Yes, I have it, and it smells amazing. I love it.
Well, there we go. That is one way to keep your hair looking glamorous and gorgeous this autumn winter. And Nthabiseng, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we're going to be chatting to Thameenah. She is going to join us here on Spilt T. She's going to give us some tips and tricks when it comes to hair, makeup, beauty, and fashion for autumn-winter 2019. Thameenah, come and join us. I'm so happy to have you. I love this look. Tell me everything about it.
So I'm actually inspired by Sarah. So yesterday she couldn't stop singing the Old Town Road song. I don't know if you heard that.
Love that song.
And she couldn't stop singing. So this morning I was like, okay, yeah, cowboy vibes today. This is the look I'm going for because it was stuck in my head. So I was like, definitely the look I'm going for.
I absolutely love this cowboy. It's like a modern day cowboy. It's
this winter. I think it's like coming back into fashion. So yeah, why not?
And I love that you've got your head cover on as well. So it's a modest way to wear it. How can women incorporate that into tips and tricks and trends for autumn winter 2019?
I feel like when it comes to winter and autumn looks, it's already like a lot of layers, a lot of full coverage. So all you have to do is then throw on the headscarf and it just completes the look. It works as a statement piece. You can like go crazy with it. So today I threw on a hat with it. Usually I would tie it up, different styles, different textures of fabric. Yeah, just play around with it and have fun.
It looks like you're definitely having fun. I also love the layered necklacing. So is that, because I know with winter layering is always a thing with our clothing, but what about with accessories? Is that a look for winter?
I would say so, and I think the little pendant is like trending big time. Like I even have the earrings to match. Like every jewelry store, anywhere you walk into, Zara, everywhere it's just like there. It's in your face, you can't not buy it. So yeah, definitely.
So you've spoken about Zara. Now everyone is thinking, what item are they going to spend money on this winter? So if you had to buy one item when it comes to fashion, what would you spend your money on this winter?
I would say a classic timeless coat that can like literally turn any look from like casual glam to like evening glam. You can go over evening dress and you're going to still stay warm at the same time. So yeah, warm and fashionable.
So a statement coat, and what kind of colors should we go for when it comes to those coats?
I would say to keep it classic, like your nudes, your warmer brown tones, black. But then again, I'm the opposite. I would go bold, so I would do like red, cobalt blue, like dusty pink, like in your face. So yeah, I guess preference. So definitely, yeah.
Amazing. And you're wearing a leather jacket. So a lot of people think that a leather jacket is a statement wardrobe staple for winter. Is it as warm as a coat? Should we have that with our coat, or could we replace a coat with a leather jacket?
I think they both work simultaneously depending on the look you're going for. So maybe something more edgy and vibey, then definitely the leather jacket. And yeah, coat, simple, classy, classy, definitely, yeah.
Amazing. Now, when it comes to makeup, you've got a bold eye, absolutely beautiful lashes. Can you give us a little tip on how to get that winged liner perfect?
Practice, 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 definitely. But yeah, wing, I think it's just my thing because I have really big eyes. So I like to create that cat eye, Arabic eye vibe. I feel like it really works well, especially when I do bold lashes. I can't not do lashes. I feel like lashes and lip gloss and you're good to go. You don't even need anything else on. So that's like, yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. There, Thameenah has spilt the tea on how to look modest, fashionable, modern, and also beautiful in autumn winter.
So much. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, Thameenah, you too. Now, sometimes people think that others have stolen their look, but I'm actually so impressed. She's got the coveted cape in plum this winter. It's UNA all the way from Longevity magazine. She's going to be spilling the tea. Come and join me. Now, we want to know who wore it better.
When I came in, I saw you wearing this. I thought, no, but you're doing it fantastically. I absolutely love the tartan on you.
So what I love is that you can have one wardrobe staple, and for me it's this plum coat, this plum cape, sorry, and we've both worn it in different ways. So talk to me about how you've incorporated it into your look for today.
So actually, a little bit of a secret. These are the second pair of boots I've been wearing today. This coat I actually wear with a purple pair of leather boots. For me, I love wearing this coat with skirts, especially with skirts and stockings. Then, yeah, they go amazing with all kinds of boots. And these, my big girl boots, decided to wear them for this evening. But it's so versatile; you can literally go with anything, and it flows well with lots of different colors. So, yeah, I just love it.
Absolutely, and plum, maroon, burgundy, people have different names for it, is a really big trend this season.
You're seeing it again. I think especially the more high-end outlets are really going ahead with that wine red color, the maroon, the burgundy, as you've mentioned. It's almost that berry color, and it's massive. It also goes really well with makeup, with lips and eyes. Not so much with cheeks, but it's really, you can pair it really well.
One thing you don't want a plum cheek with your plum cape. It's not a good look.
I've been seeing it in a lot of different makeup brands now. Plum has been really going big, especially on eyes.
Absolutely, and especially if you've got green eyes or light eyes, it really brings out your eye color more. Now, you've got beautiful dark curls. Tell me, what is a big hair trend this autumn winter, and what are you doing with your hair as the temperatures drop?
So for my hair, I really like the natural, almost the fruit acid colors. Those are the ones that work best with my hair. It also means that you can color your own hair, and I especially love herbatints for coloring my own hair. With hair trends that I'm seeing a lot this winter, we're doing a little bit more of we're seeing the short look pop up a lot more, less, yeah. And a lot of people are experimenting. You've got big hair, you've got lots of different styles. The 70s are showing itself again. So yeah, I think a lot of people are trying different things, and I like seeing how new things are coming out as well.
Amazing. And now when it comes to makeup, so we've got beautiful dark long curls, or we've got short hair. What makeup looks can we pair with that to look fresh, to look dewy, to look fabulous this winter?
So especially dewy skin, that's coming out a lot again. We're going away from the whole powdery, cakey look. And again, this Korean makeup trends, the Danish and the Scandinavian makeup trends, they're also making a very big splash. But your big thing is having a proper base. So you don't want to work that hard on your makeup to look good. Having a proper skincare base is very much your first step. If you've got a good skin, if you've got a good base to work on, everything else is just so much easier and so much more natural. So having natural skincare, we're moving away from parabens, away from sulfates, all of those nasties that ick up our skin. If you've got a very nice natural skincare base, then you're good to go.
Well, there you go. She spilled the tea for us. When you see loads of ingredients that you don't understand what they mean, your product is not good for you. So a great skincare routine.
Research. You need to research your ingredients, people. Really. Make sure you've got none of those ickies in there.
Well, you heard it from UNA, right here on Spilt T. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, we've got one last guest joining us today, and that is Faaiza. We're going to have Enrique join us as well. He is going to show us how he's going to glam up Faaiza's hair so that she looks ready to hit the weekend. So, Faaiza, Enrique, please join me here on Spilt T. We're going to actually take a look at how Enrique is going to change her hair from a light curl to a lot more glamorous, a lot more ready to hit the town for a night on the weekend. So, Faaiza, where are you? The joys of live TV. Enrique, come and join me. There she is, and there he is. Thank you, guys. Come and take a seat. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, Taryn. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
So we are chatting about hair trends when it comes to autumn winter. You've got a beautiful beret on, which I think Enrique is going to remove to do your hair. But tell me, what kind of look are you going for? Because I absolutely love it, and why is it a trend this winter?
Okay, so I'm going for like French chic. Okay, and I often like to wear like lots of tweeds in winter. And also like skinny jeans and ankle boots, which is always trendy. And then the beret, obviously, is a nice French touch.
Mais oui?
Yeah.
So, Enrique, tell me what you're going to do with Faaiza's hair, because it already looks glamorous, good to go. How are you going to change it up for her tonight?
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue tonguing the ends of her hair to give it a modern wave instead of a curl, more of a texture. So what you do is you hold the end and you tongue just the end, so you'll get this beautiful, like, voluminous wave, other than a kink. Yeah.
Perfect. So yes, why don't you show us? So the amazing thing is a Glampalm is not only for a stylist to use on your hair, but it's something that you can also use at home. And that's what's so incredible about a Glampalm curler, a Glampalm tongue, and the new Glampalm dryer that's dropping in September. You heard it here first. We're spilling the tea. It's going to be available to all of you in September. But you can then have a complete Glampalm range. You're going to have the tongue, the flat iron, the dryer, and the oil, not to mention that amazing paddle brush.
Oil. And that amazing paddle brush. It has a smoothing function as well as an opening curl paddle function.
You know what I found out about the Glampalm paddle brush, and maybe you guys have noticed this at home, maybe you haven't, but it's the first brush that I've seen that is open at the back. Do you know why? It's so that the heat escapes, so it doesn't stay in your hair and damage your hair. So if you have a brush that is closed at the back, that heat stays in the brush heats up, and so does your hair, which increases hair damage. So with this being open, you can totally get the heat removed, and your hair can just be gorgeous, glamorous, and damage-free. So if you don't have one of these, you definitely need one of these in your glam kit this autumn winter. So let's take a look. I mean, this is gorgeous. So it's not curled all the way to the end.
What I've done.
You know what I love about Enrique is all of his styles can be brushed out, and once that brush goes through the style, it looks even more glamorous and even more gorgeous. So there it is. I mean, that is very French. That is fabulous. I mean, you can just, and it shines. Can I feel it?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, I mean, that is the thing, is that your hair's not hot. How does it feel?
And it doesn't feel like straw, because usually like it gets damaged, you know, with the heat. Now this feels very nice. It's nice and soft.
And it'll hold its style all day long. You'll wake up tomorrow morning and you'll have that beautiful wave in your hair still.
Have you got somewhere to be tomorrow morning that you need to look beautiful?
Yes, I have a pastry class actually.
Fantastic.
Except I tie my hair up, so.
That is the one thing about being in the kitchen, you know. Those hairnets are not that glam, but maybe you can just have one or two tendrils sticking out.
Like some curls on the side.
So tell us, what are you going to be doing in your pastry class tomorrow?
So tomorrow we're making 3 tarts, 3 different types. One with peanut butter and chocolate, one is pistachio and caramel, and the other one is passion fruit and pineapple. It's amazing.
That sounds absolutely delicious. Are these winter desserts?
Actually, yeah, 2 are, but I find like the citrus flavors and like the fruity flavors you can have right through the year. So that's why we always do like passion fruit or coconut or anything like lemony, because that can work right through.
So there you have it. We're spilling the tea on exactly what you can serve, because I know that a lot of people think that it's only warm desserts.
Yes. Yeah, but sometimes you just want something refreshing, because I mean you always have like heavy rich food in winter, and you just want something just to cleanse your palate. You don't want to just keep like chocolate and coffee, so it's not.
Absolutely. You want to go with passion fruit, you want to go with lime, you want to go with something different. Now, we've spoken about hair, we've spoken about fashion. Let's talk a little bit about your makeup look. You've got a very beautiful winged eye, you've got a bold lip. Is this the look you're going for autumn winter 2019?
Yes, I've been loving the bold lip. Yeah, so I find that I don't need to put a lot of like eyeshadow on if my lips are quite bold, but I always have a winged eyeliner, which is amazing.
And I've asked a couple of people because I cannot do a winged eyeliner. I need the likes of Zoli or Enrique to help me, or at Skins Cosmetics. I can't do a winged liner myself. What is the tip to actually get a beautiful, symmetrical winged line?
Okay, so I actually did a makeup course with one of the Instagrammers. Her name is Nazneen. She's really good. So she actually gave me a very good tip. If you work from the middle of your eye outward, the first and then one eye, and then you do the same with the other eye, and then from there you work from the inside of your eye out. So you have to work halfway out and then you come back. Yeah, as opposed to trying to do the whole line.
Yes, because my hand is shaky, so by the time I get to the end, I'm like shaking.
Exactly. So that's what I do, and it works very well.
Well, there you have it. That is a great winged liner tip and trick for this beautiful symmetrical look. Your hair looks amazing. It's perfect with your beret. It looks French. It looks fabulous. Your hair looks healthy. Are you going to try this at home?
Yes, of course. I love my Glampalm. It's amazing.
And you're giving away a Glampalm as well.
I did. Somebody won it already. Yeah, they won the curler, the straightener, and the oil.
Now that is an amazing prize. So go and follow Faaiza if you want to see her tips, tricks, and trends when it comes to hair, makeup, beauty, and of course...
Pastry.
Of course, pastry, because we want to keep away, summer bodies are made in winter, Faaiza. So how do we not pack on the kilos but still get to enjoy the tarts?
I think moderation, everything in moderation. You cannot resist. So you have to have it, but just not too much.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've spilt the tea on all the tips, tricks, and trends this autumn, winter. We've absolutely loved spending time with all of our guests here. If you'd like to follow exactly what happened, follow the hashtag Sundowners with Glampalm, and of course, go and follow at Spilt T Podcast, where we'll be bringing you the next special edition. So watch the space. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.